Hello Aquarius, welcome to Starchaeology Tarot. I am Desi. I will be your reader for this December reading. Let's see what's in store for you guys. I'm looking for any divine messages from Spirit, calling in Ascended Masters, Spirit Guides, Angels and Archangels for this collective, this beautiful collective. If you are seeing this video, it is what is meant for you. You are part of the intended collective. And your guides are here. What is meant for you is what resonates. If something does not resonate, that message is not meant for you. So graciously allow that for someone else in this collective. What is the message? What are the divine messages for Aquarius for the month of December? Ace of Wands flew out. What are the messages? That's feeling like a bottom of the deck card. Okay. What are the messages for Aquarius? Queen of Wands. Seven of Pentacles. Four of Cups. Beautiful. So, some of you are starting a new creative project. You're launching into a new path of desire. That's what I want to say. There's a spark, something that has been lit, a flame that has been lit in you that is turning into a roaring fire this December. For some of you, that is a creative project. That is the spark, the fire of creation that's happening in you. Some of you, it's a literal creation. You're getting pregnant. Others of you, it is a something that you have wanted, whatever that is, the path of wanting, that is going up in flames. It's going from a tiny little candle to a burning, roaring fire. It's that path of desire. It's a goal, a motivation, a desire that you have had that is just getting swept up and pulled. There's no more need to be fanning it and I'm hoping this catches, there's no more need for that, because there are other energies, external energies happening in December that are taking that. They are being the force that you have been missing. They are exerting force on that little flame that you have been missing. Despite incredible efforts for some of you. Some of you have been pushing to get this started. And it's like, why isn't this working? Why isn't this taking? The universe is co-creating with you now in December, which is really beautiful. You know exactly what you want, Aquarius. That's really what I'm seeing. This Queen of Wands as like the context here. You know exactly what you want. You are finding yourself in a place where you're like, I don't want to waste time anymore. I don't want to waste time going through the motions of either what I think I'm supposed to do or what other people want for me. You're like, I know what I want. And my patience for anything other than that is so thin. It feels almost like a waste of your life force to devote yourself to something that you don't feel that spark for. And to be in that state, Aquarius, is such a gift, because so many of us, if we all could just be in that state, if we all could be channeling this Queen of Wands at all times, we would be living so much more meaningful, purposeful lives. The fact that you are feeling that this December, take advantage of it. Of course, it's the time to be starting, to be embarking on something new, on a new journey. I'm also seeing some of you, the reason why this is the right time is because there's been a clearing in your soul. I don't know what that means to you for those of you for whom that's resonant, but I'm hearing there's a clearing in your soul. Something has been cleared out, like a karmic, either a karmic lesson that's been learned, a karmic, some sort of karmic action that has finally taken place that needed to happen. And it's just made space in your soul. It's like you had this burden in there before, now it's gone. So that allows you, without that burden, you're allowed to feel your own desires again, because you aren't obedient to sorting out this karmic agreement. You're not devoted to that karmic agreement anymore. Now there's space for you to be like, okay, what do I want now in this life moving forward from this present moment onward? Now that I'm not tying up things in the past anymore. That work is done. So now I have the space to actually listen to what my soul is calling out to me to do. It's like your soul was past focused before, now your soul's future focused, is what I'm seeing. So you guys have your eyes on the prize. Some of you, I mean, this Queen of Wands, you are feeling that spark and you're taking action with it. It's like you don't even really care about the how. All you care about is the why, and that is so beautiful. And so for those of you who are artists, that's such a gift as an artist too, because all you need to care about is the why as an artist. You're the vessel. You need to bring that creation to this plane, to the 3D world. And a lot of times we get caught up in the how, but the how really is not any of our business, because we only have this much control when it comes to the how. This much control out of this much. And we think, I gotta figure out the how. I gotta figure out this how, even though our true, the power that we have is this big. And it's important nonetheless, that little bit of power, the nugget of power that we each have plays a great deal, plays a big role rather in the process of co-creation. But this is you co-creating with the universe. And a lot of things, factors that we don't understand or that we forget when we're incarnated in human form, and we forget about all these other factors that maybe subconsciously our souls know about, our souls are keeping track of. So to be in a state of just worrying about the why, just knowing you have to do something and doing it, and not wasting time worrying about the how, is a real gift. The challenge, Aquarius, is going to be recognizing the things that are out of your control, or the things that have taken on a life of their own, and just stepping back from those things. There are certain seeds that you have planted or that you are planting that are going to be sprouting. They need a lot of care early on. They need water. They need sunlight. They need pruning. They need some plant food. And all of that's so important early on. The trouble comes when that seed has sprouted. It's gone from being a little plant to being maybe a bush, to then being this huge, huge, huge tree. And there we are, still on her tiptoes trying to prune and putting the plant food around the trunk and watering it, even though it's outside and it's underneath the sky and the rain is taking care of it. That's where the challenge comes, because we feel attached to this thing. We feel like I'm obligated to keep doing this, and micromanaging the growth of this tree that is now 10 times my size, that is in the hands of the earth and the sky, to far more powerful, effective forces than I am when it comes to growing a tree. But yet here I am still exerting my energy and my focus, and therefore misusing my power on trying to grow this tree that's already growing itself. So for you, that might be a challenge here. The advice, Aquarius, is this Four of Cups, which is, if you're struggling to know what needs your attention, what doesn't, what is, what has taken on, what's able to what has its own momentum and inertia at this point, and what is a waste of your energy as you're still almost trying to make that momentum and inertia continue, that's already going to continue with or without your help. If you're having trouble detaching from that garden, detaching from that tree, you're in the stage. Before I get to this, though, I want to say you are in a stage, Aquarius, in December, where the tedious part of this journey, of this path, of this thing that you're pushing towards, this thing that you want, this thing that you are pushing towards, you might be getting into a tedious part of this where part of your job is actually to let go in some way. Part of your job in this process of creation is to let go of something. It's not it is not to micromanage. It's not to just work harder. It's to follow this soul purpose, this mission that you feel, but understand when that crosses a line into almost obsession or mental obsession. Like, well, I have to keep doing this. I have to keep doing this, working at this speed, or to this degree, or continuing this pattern over and over again. Even if your soul is saying, no, it's actually morphing into something else. Like, I need you to play a different role now in this journey, in this journey of creation. It's so important that you listen to your soul saying, I need you to play a different role now, not just continue something because it's been the routine. And the advice comes into play here where some of you might be disillusioned by the way that it's just going. Maybe it's looking like things were before. It's repeating itself. It's looking like a past project or a past path towards something that you desired. It's like, oh, this is happening again, or well, how can I change it up? How can I let go of something if the circumstances I'm getting every day are exactly the same? That's that Four of Cups disillusionment. That's that Four of Cups disenchantment, boredom, like kind of expecting just the same thing over and over again. And the key is to combat that. You combat that disenchantment. You combat that disillusionment by not just continuing the routine for the sake of the routine. Because that's when the routine starts to fail you. You do a routine because it's valuable. You don't do it because it's the routine. You don't keep walking down a path a certain way just because you've been walking down that path a certain way. And if you're worried about disenchantment, if you're like, well, this is all starting to look the same to me, or this is getting boring, or this is a pattern I'm seeing that is repeating itself again, It's so crucial that you do not put that blame on your circumstances, on your environment. You are the person who changes this. You are the person who cultivates and cares for your own enchantment with your path, with your desire, your goal, your purpose, your mission, whatever this Ace of Wands and Queen of Wands is referring to here. And I feel like these go so hand in hand, because as long as you are just micromanaging something for the sake of micromanaging, you will guarantee your boredom and disenchantment. If you want to avoid this, then you need to avoid this first. You need to let go of the things that need to be let go of. I hope that makes sense, Aquarius. This could open a door for you in your towards this desire that you have, and it could be so crucial, especially moving into the new year. This is a portal kind of reading for you. So I really encourage you to be devoted to that dream that you have, and you do that by making a habit of change. That's the hardest habit. That's the hardest routine to establish, the routine of changing things, letting go of things when they've run their course. If you haven't liked or subscribed, please do so. It means so much to me to have you part of this community that I am trying to grow. If you would like to check out my Patreon, you can support me there for just a few dollars a month. It goes such a long way in helping me do more readings, making this channel bigger, better, faster, stronger, so that I can help you better. Thank you so much, Aquarius. Have the best December of your life, and I love you.